Hi, I'm Olivia from Wilkinson Cameras, and today we're talking about the Nikon Z50 II and whether it's the perfect upgrade from your smartphone. So if you've been using your smartphone for photos and videos and you're thinking about making the leap to mirrorless cameras, you're in the right place. I've been using it for the past couple of days and in fact filming on it currently, so what you see is what you're going to get, and I'm here to break down how easy or difficult it is to make that transition. So let's get into it. So smartphones are pretty amazing, right? You can just pull it out of your pocket, snap a photo, and just like that, you're done. But as you probably know, there are limitations. Things like image quality, control over settings, and creative flexibility aren't quite the same. Maybe you've tried shooting in low light or capturing fast-moving action, but it just didn't work out. That's where mirrorless camera like the Nikon Z50 II comes in. It's compact, easy to use, and packs all the features you need to level up your content. So why the Nikon Z50 II over other mirrorless cameras? First, it's an APS-C mirrorless camera with a 20.9 megapixel CMOS sensor, which gives you better image quality, especially in low light. This means that the sensor is much bigger than the one found in your smartphone, and this is important when it comes to things like shooting in low light, but also things like depth of field. Now, depth of field is how you get that sexy blurry background in your photos and videos, and I don't mean using the awful portrait mode on your phone, where it also blurs out the top of your head or the rim of your glasses. Thanks to this larger sensor, you'll also see more detail, better colour reproduction, and less noise when shooting in dim lighting. Now, noise is that fuzzy effect you see in the background, or you might notice it more on a really poor quality photo compared to those that you take with your phone in daytime. The Z50 II is also lightweight and compact, which makes it a great option for creators who want something that doesn't take too much space or feel too bulky. Now, I know you're probably thinking, is it really much harder than using a phone? Honestly, it's not. The Z50 II is designed with ease of use in mind. You still get some amazing auto modes that make shooting very simple, but you also have the ability to get more manual control, which is perfect for when you're ready to take your skills to the next level. Various features will make the transition so much easier, starting with the vari-angle screen. So if you're coming from vlogging or selfie style shooting on your phone, you'll love the flip out vari-angle screen on the Z50 II. It's super easy to vlog or shoot at low angles, and it makes framing so much easier compared to your phone's fixed camera. The next is fast and accurate autofocus. The Nikon Z50 II has incredible autofocus with subject recognition. It will keep your subjects in focus even if they're moving, and make sure your shots are crisp and clear. No more blurry images from your phone when things are in motion. We all know that the low light capabilities on our phones aren't excellent. Well, they're not on mine anyway. And some of you will obviously disagree, but you'll be surprised with the Z50 II's low light capabilities in comparison. The larger sensor and proper lenses let in more light, making your images brighter and sharper, even in dimly lit environments. No more grainy, poor quality photos and videos. If you want to give your photos a unique look straight out of camera, the Z50 II now has creative picture controls. So whether you want to add some vintage vibes or go for something more dramatic with a dynamic monochrome effect, the Z50 II lets you apply different effects while shooting, so you don't have to spend hours and hours editing afterwards. It's super easy to use and adds so much personality to your shots. This feature has a dedicated button on the top right side of your camera next to the mode dial. So the picture profiles are great when you want to experiment with your style of photography. I never used to use these on any camera really, but more so recently I've started to expand my creativity to see if I can incorporate some fun colour profiles into my photography, and I've been really enjoying it. I love using them for things like architecture or street photography, which you'll see a few examples of in this video. My favourite is probably the monochrome colour profiles because I feel like it automatically adds a narrative or edge to my imagery. If you're a content creator looking to review products, the product review mode is a brilliant feature. It's specifically designed to help with product photography or video, giving you a clear, detailed shot of products from all angles. So if you want to create YouTube videos and say review a product, the camera will very quickly transition focus from you to the product. So I'm just going to very quickly demonstrate the product review mode because it is a great feature for YouTubers or anyone creating content for social media. So if you activate it, you literally hold up a product and you see that really smooth transition in focus to the product, and then it should come back to me very nicely. So say if you was a beauty influencer or fashion or reviewing any form of products, and say you held up like a lip gloss, it would snap in focus and then again back to me. So great feature on the Nikon Z50 Mark II, and I imagine it will be incredibly popular for content creators or YouTubers. Now, one of the best things for someone starting out on the Nikon Z50 Mark II is that it doesn't throw you into the deep end. It has many smart automatic settings that will make you feel right at home if you're starting to use an interchangeable lens camera. You can shoot in auto mode just like you would on your phone and get great results, but as you get more comfortable, you can start experimenting with like manual settings like ISO, shutter speed and aperture to fine-tune your shots and unleash your creativity. For video, the Z50 Mark II delivers stunning 4K video, which is far superior to what most smartphones can offer. If you're stepping up from a phone, this will feel like a huge upgrade in terms of both quality and control. Plus, you can plug in an external microphone through the 3.5mm audio jack for better sound quality. No more relying on your phone's built-in microphone. The control over creativity with the Z50 Mark II is great for someone wanting to learn video. This camera shoots at 4K 60 frames per second, which means you can slow your footage down by half the speed while maintaining image quality at 4K, which is just brilliant. If you want even slower footage, the Z50 Mark II shoots in full HD 120 frames per second. This means that you can shoot in 4 times slow motion, and HD is absolutely fine for things like TikTok and Instagram. If I were to film a talking piece to the camera in a vlog, I would shoot at 4K 25 frames per second with electronic video stabilization called vibration reduction. This will apply a small crop onto your footage to allow stability. This will also help with moving footage and, like I said, vlogging on the go. But if I were to film any footage of products or of me using something, we call this B-roll, I would film at 4K 50 frames per second, so I have the option to slow it down in post-production to add some cinematic flair to the video. Now, let's quickly talk about some more advantages over your phone. First, the lenses. With the Z50 Mark II, you can swap out lenses to achieve different effects, whether you're shooting wide angle, zoom or portrait shots. Phones just can't compete with that level of flexibility. Plus, the image quality you get with a mirrorless camera will always outperform a smartphone's camera in terms of detail, color accuracy and dynamic range, especially when you want to push the limits of your creativity. Dynamic range refers to the difference between the brightest and darkest parts of the picture or video, but why would you care? Well, the more dynamic range you have, the more lifelike your pictures and videos will be, but also the more control you have in tricky lighting situations. I've been using the Z50 Mark II twin kit, which has the DX 16-50mm f3.5 to 6.3 VR lens and a DX 50 to 250mm f4.5 to 6.3 VR lens, which is excellent versatility for all situations. You have 60mm for your wide angle shots and then 250mm for, let's say, wildlife or sports photography. I have also paired Z50 Mark II with the DX 24mm f1.7 prime lens for just now filming this YouTube video and for vlogging sections because 1, it's a wide angle lens, 2, it's a wide aperture at 1.7, so I have the option to create that beautiful depth of field, and 3, the lens is tiny, so the kit altogether is super compact and lightweight, which is great for when you're vlogging and holding your arm out because it soon starts to ache. So is the Nikon Z50 Mark II the right choice for someone stepping up from a smartphone? Absolutely. It strikes the perfect balance between being user-friendly and offering advanced features that will grow with you. It's compact, affordable, and delivers amazing image and video quality, making your content look professional. So if you're ready to make the leap into more serious photography or videography, the Z50 Mark II is a great place to start. Now, if you're looking at the Nikon Z50 Mark II, chances you might be looking at or also considering something like the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, Fujifilm's XS20, or even Canon's EOS R50 and R10. These are all fantastic mirrorless cameras that offer a big step up from a smartphone, but they do have some key differences. The Sony ZV-E10 Mark II is a vlogger focused camera with a fully articulating screen, great autofocus and built-in features like background defocus and product showcase mode, which is ideal if you're mainly into video. The Fujifilm XS20, which I've done a dedicated video on, so please go check that out, offers incredible colour science, film simulations and a great balance of photo and video capabilities. Plus, it has a larger battery for all-day shooting. Canon's EOS R50 is a great beginner-friendly mirrorless option with solid autofocus and 4K video, while the EOS R10 offers a bit more in terms of controls and speed, which is ideal if you want to shoot more action or sports. So why would you pick the Nikon Z50 Mark II over these? Well, Nikon's got that great handling, a high resolution EVF and some of the best low light performance in this category. It's compact but still feels like a proper camera in your hands. It's also got product review mode, making it a great alternative to Sony's cameras for content creators. But at the end of the day, all 5 cameras are fantastic choices, and a lot of your decision will come down to the ergonomics, lens options and personal preference. It's kind of like the Apple versus Android debate. Some people just click with a certain system more than others. So no matter which one you pick, you'll be stepping up your content in a big way from a smartphone. So try them out in store, see what feels best and make the choice that suits your creative workflow. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Do you have any questions about the Nikon Z50 Mark II or your transition to mirrorless cameras? Drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to help. Remember, if you're in the UK, head to wilkinson.co.uk where you can buy a huge range of Nikon products or Sony, Canon, Fujifilm and so forth. Also, get help and advice in one of our Northwest stores in England. See you in the next video.